Atmospheric and low, Tokyo is a city defined by noise and shimmering neon. But step off the Shinjuku mean lines into the narrow side streets, and you'll find the Kurohana Inn, a place defined by an unnatural, suffocating silence. A disturbing pattern has emerged among the guests here. Tourists check in, eat the provided meal, and are later found dead. Despite reports of intense hallucinations before they pass, autopsies consistently find zero trace of chemical poison in their systems. Riku Tanaka is a man who understands how to manufacture a story. A freelance journalist whose career was built on a controversial ability to shape facts, he has come to the inn relying on cold logic to prove that a physical killer is behind these deaths. In a metropolis built on light and motion, the deadliest threats are the ones that wait in the places where everything has gone quiet. Riku's check-in is a hollow experience. The receptionist greets him with a robotic, unblinking stare, offering only a single directive. After 3:17 a.m., do not leave your room. Inside room 317 is a void of minimalist Japanese design. The sliding paper walls and bare tatami mats offer a chilling clarity. There is absolutely nowhere to hide. A warning is smeared in kanji across the mirror. Don't look. Beside it, resting on a low wooden table, sits a perfectly arranged bento box, already prepared for his arrival. Riku ignores the superstitions. He believes he is investigating a crime scene, unaware that he has just locked himself inside a cage. Riku treats the meal like a forensic sample. He tests the rice and fish for bitterness or metallic aftertastes, finds nothing, and consumes the food to wait for the effects. The clock ticks toward the deadline. At exactly 3:17 a.m., the silence breaks, as the rhythmic clatter of wooden geta sandals echoes through the hallway outside his door. The sliding door inches open on its own. A woman in a white funeral kimono stands in the dark corridor before instantly vanishing. On the second night, the boundary collapses. Her reflection appears in the mirror behind him, whispering a single phrase: "You ate it. Now you see me." The bento box was never a source of chemical toxicity. The food is simply a medium, a biological key required to open a door in the guest's own mind. Searching through old police records, Riku uncovers a 10-year-old cold case. A woman named Aiko was betrayed and poisoned by a trusted business partner in this very hotel, dying just minutes before 3:17 a.m. This illustrates the mechanism of the Kurohana deaths. The poison is not chemical, it is a psychological spirit tether. Aiko's spirit acts as the actual toxin. Once established through the food, she overwhelms the host's consciousness with hallucinations of betrayals, triggering a fatal heart attack. The Kurohana Inn is not a site of random violence. It is a precision-engineered execution chamber for the guilty. Riku finally finds the link between the previous victims. They weren't random travelers. They were all people hiding deep, unresolved betrayals in their pasts. This realization forces Riku to face the truth behind his own controversial reporting. Years ago, he doctored an investigation to manufacture a front-page scandal, a lie that resulted in the public ruin and eventual suicide of an innocent man. Riku arrived at room 317 believing he was the detective. The hotel knew he was the next target. 3:17 a.m. arrives. The room drops into total darkness. Aiko materializes in the center of the room, forcing Riku to look into the mirror and face the life he destroyed. Riku's logical defense shatters. The weight of his own manufactured lies creates a hallucination so intense his heart can no longer sustain the pressure. In the clinical morning sunlight, the room is perfectly still again. A new guest checks in, finding the bed made and a fresh bento box waiting on the table. In this city, unresolved guilt is the only poison that never loses its potency. It simply waits for you to take a bite.